Welcome back to Audit Zone. On June 1st, 2020, a deputy of the Marion County Sheriff's Office saw a man named Jim unloading some materials into a dumpster at a construction site. The deputy thought the man and his partner were trespassing by being on the site, so he decided to investigate their activities. During interrogation, Jim and his partner told the deputy that they are workers of the construction company and were just doing their job. They also showed him the paperwork of the site, proving that they were not trespassing. Despite that, the deputy was not satisfied and continuously demanded that Jim give him his ID. Before we continue, let me thank Jim for sharing this video on his YouTube channel.
What's going on? You guys building a house or what?
Yeah, I work for Carson building.
For who?
Carson.
Okay.
This stuff here is from a house that's on the other side of the highway.
Okay.
But the dumps are so high, and we're waiting for it to get dumped. So I brought these over here. I can either here or the one down there.
Is it they're the same company that's doing it?
Carson, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, you can call them.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yeah. Let me get my phone real quick.
What's the matter?
I was looking for one of the signs here, but he don't have one. Here's his number right there, and I'm gonna call him right now.
Hold on. Let me just get your ID real quick. You take it out for me?
Could I ask why I need to show my ID?
Because it's a construction site.
And
so
I'm about to prove that to you.
Okay.
I work here.
I understand that.
I don't think
But
I'd rather not show my ID if I don't have to. I mean, I know sometimes I have a right not to.
Okay, but listen. How can I confirm by talking to somebody through the phone that they're giving you permission? That they're over this construction site. It's a felony to be trespassing on construction site. So I just want to make sure.
I wonder why you get a bad rap. Harassing people.
Yeah, because I'm not going to go through this anymore.
So I will go the route of confirming that you're able to be here, but I need to take a look at your driver's license.
I don't rather not show anything.
6193 signal 55 routine. Okay. Well, like I said, you're on a construction site. It's posted with a sign right there, and I'm unable to verify that you're allowed to be here. So I'm investigating a crime. So if you refuse to
Can I see your
provide,
supervisor, please?
no, you can either provide me
I'd
with an
rather see my
ID,
supervisor.
or we can go the route of
Of being arrested?
That's right.
Really?
You're on a construction
I
site.
am the assistant to the builder.
Okay, but if I don't know who you are, how can I confirm that you're allowed to be here?
Would you say that to the builder too?
Look, if
Hold on. Is there hours? Is there anything?
Do you have documentation that you're supposed to be on this property?
Why are you harassing me right now?
Harassing you?
I think
Again,
you are.
it's a construction
I'm doing my
site.
job.
Let me ask you a question. If that was your material inside that building right there, and there were
Let me ask
people...
you a question. If I was up there...
They're all Carson.
Yeah.
Go right
There you go. You
Okay.
want to see that?
Where's the
There
address?
you go, buddy.
They're right there.
Yeah, they're right there. You want this address?
Calm down.
Here, hold up. No, I'm going to give them that. I want to see your supervisor, though. Yes, sir.
I want to see your driver's
I
license.
want to see your supervisor. I'm going to give you the address. You want to see the address? Take a look at it. What street is this? There is the address right here.
Okay.
Okay? You take that with you. Here you go. I'm the assistant
Okay.
to this gentleman.
All right.
If I was on that roof putting a damn shingle on, would you bother me then?
If you're putting
Would you
things
bother
on...
me then?
All right. So, do you want to give me your name or not?
I would rather see your supervisor first.
Okay, that's not going to happen.
Really?
That's right.
I hope your body cap's on, right?
That's right.
Okay.
So, what's your name?
I'd like to see your supervisor, sir.
What company do you work for?
Carson.
Carson what?
Building.
Carson Building?
Yes, sir.
What is this?
That's the address to this house right here.
Okay.
And several houses we're doing, including the one down there.
Okay.
Okay? I still want to see your supervisor. And I am going to see him.
The deputy alleged that Jim refused to give him his ID. However, as we all saw in the video, that allegation wasn't true. Due to Fourth Amendment rights, police officers are not allowed to access citizens' properties without a warrant, the owner's consent, or other justifiable reasons. When the deputy initially asked for the ID, Jim went to get it and then stretched out his purse containing the ID to the deputy in a manner that showed he wanted to give it to the deputy. This can be interpreted as Jim giving nonverbal consent to the deputy to access his purse so as to get the ID. U.S. Supreme Courts have long held that owner's consent is enough for an officer to legally access and search a property. For example, in the case Florida v. Jamino, 1991, the Supreme Court held that a criminal suspect's Fourth Amendment right to be free from unreasonable searches is not violated when, after he gives police permission to search his car, they open a closed container found within the car that might reasonably hold the object of the search. Following the logic of the Supreme Court ruling, It can be argued that Jim actually presented his ID to the deputy by consenting to the deputy's search of his purse for the ID. The encounter only escalated after the deputy switched to a power trip mode and ordered Jim to bring out the ID himself. The deputy also threatened to arrest Jim and his partner for committing felony trespass on the construction site. That allegation was false. Under Section 810.09 of the Florida statute, the issue of felony trespass on a construction site is addressed. This statute states that it is a crime for a person who, without being authorized, licensed, or invited, willfully enters upon or remains in any property other than a structure or conveyance. The offender commits a felony of the third degree if the property trespassed is a construction site that is 1, greater than 1 acre in area, and is legally posted and identified in substantially the following manner. This area is a designated construction site, and anyone who trespasses on this property commits a felony. Or 2, 1 acre or less in area, and is identified as such with a sign that appears prominently, in letters of not less than 2 inches in height, and reads in substantially the following manner. This area is a designated construction site, and anyone who trespasses on this property commits a felony. The sign shall be placed at the location on the property where the permits for construction are located. For construction sites of 1 acre or less, it shall not be necessary to give notice by posting. Jim and his partner didn't violate this statute, as they were workers of the construction company and had been permitted to do their designated works on the site. The deputy's persistent demand for Jim's ID was likely an attempt to fish for any arrest warrant on Jim. When the deputy realized that Jim wasn't going to allow him to order him around as he wanted, he detained Jim and wasted his time. More deputies also arrived at the scene. The deputy then lied that he didn't know what they were doing, despite numerous explanations by Jim that they are workers doing their designated work.
He's harassing me. I'm doing my job.
I'm conducting a criminal investigation.
There's no criminal activity going.
We work for Carson.
It doesn't matter whether I'm up on that roof putting a shingle on, or I'm in there putting a stud on. I'm doing my job, which is doing the cleaning up. From another job, I just provided him the name. I was going to call my boss. He wouldn't let me do that. There's the list right there, what I do.
Of the homes that we got.
Of all the homes I do.
I are the ones talking about this.
But
I've already explained to you
Hello?
what I'm here for. So if you want to provide me with the contact that is over this construction site, and I can verify that you're supposed to be here, then that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. But again, if you had all your materials in this building, and I was driving by and I report somebody going on the property, and then the next day some of your stuff goes missing, would you not be upset?
If you're driving by, and I'm up on that roof putting a shingle on, would you stop?
I mean, it all
Would you
depends.
stop me?
It all depends.
It all
On
depends.
what?
If I'm putting a stud in, or raptor in, would you stop me?
You're
Listen, this is
What's garbage? Look at what's on the garbage boxes.
Yeah.
Lighting.
That's all the supplies from another house. You see them?
Yeah,
And
we're
again-
seeing
ma'am.
secondary
Put,
bruises.
stop reaching in that car.
These are all parts
You
of
guys
my
wonder why you get
investigation. I want to
harassed.
make sure that you're
We're
supposed
just
to be
doing
here.
our job.
If you're
We
giving
weren't
me a hard
bothering
time,
anybody.
Okay.
that
No,
makes
He was
you
down
came
there
in
at
when
that
you
house.
and gave me a hard time. You went around.
That's right. I was
Several
doing
times.
something else, which is none of your business.
So that's none of your business.
Oh, actually, it is. Again, it is a criminal act to be on.
I'm not doing a criminal
construction
act.
site. You're on a construction site, and you're not providing me with identification.
You're saying I'm not allowed to be on this site.
No, I'm
We're trying to
determine
verify.
if you're allowed to be on that site.
Why?
How's that
Why
not
would you
understand?
verify me, but you wouldn't verify a roofer or a bricklayer?
I didn't say that. I did not
But
say
if
that.
he doesn't work for this company, why do we have that paper that he had
Yeah.
with this
Every
address?
house in there we're building
You go around
in this
the block.
county is right there. I have a dumpster over there on the other side of the highway that's full. I came and brought
Sir,
these over
it
here
had
to
already
put them
been
in this
done. It's on our
dumpster.
way
I don't
to
think there's
provide
anything
you
wrong with that.
information.
He doesn't have to give you his license.
I don't have to do nothing to you.
No, actually,
I'm starting to get really mad, man. You're irritating me.
Well,
And with this situation
Could've
going
already
on
been
with the
gone and
police
been on
right
your
now,
way.
I don't like it.
listen, you could have already been on your way.
Lou, Carson, yeah, I got a problem here. I'm surrounded by cops right now. They're telling me I'm not allowed to be on this property. I'm taking all the boxes over at Chris's house where the electric's going in at. Remember I told you that the dumpster's full? And the one dumpster I thought was comfortable enough to put them in was the one down here behind Bob's TV. So, but they're harassing me like I'm some...
They're going to put you under arrest.
Yeah, they're conducting an investigation that I'm not allowed to be on this property. For what? He says, because I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you work for that builder. I said, there's no difference in me being on that roof putting a shingle on. or laying a block. Here's another officer right here. Sir, would you like to talk to my boss?
Listen, I can hear everything he's saying.
You did? Okay.
But like I said, we're just trying to verify.
Doesn't matter, man. You don't need to do that. Right now, to me, you're harassing me, and I want him gone. And I want to see a supervisor. I'm not leaving until I see a supervisor.
Okay.
Now, if you want to look at the plans in there and the permit, that number I just got called, it's on there. It'll say recent call. It'll show that number on there. We built all those houses. The house you were just at, we built that house for that lady.
All right, so I spoke with my supervisor. I explained to him how I came across this.
I was about to give you the phone of my boss.
Can you let him talk?
Listen, I explained to him what's going on. He agrees that you're lawfully detained at this time because I'm conducting a criminal investigation. It is a felony to be on a posted construction site, which we are.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not committing a felony. I just try to prove it to you.
Listen, I'm not saying that you are, but I'm investigating a possibility that that's what's going on. We could have already been out of here if you would have provided me with your ID and contact number.
You're pulling your powers.
No, I'm not.
Sir, you can take this phone number I just now called. It'll say recent call. Hold up, 1 second. You can go in that box right there and get the permit. Same number's right there I just now called that he just heard me talk to.
Okay, and I'm going to talk on this person and say, hey, it's this guy that won't give me his name.
It's the number that's on the permit. It's the builder.
That's very good, but if I don't have your name, how am I going to confirm who I'm here with?
He knows who I am.
Oh, he knows. Okay.
The detainment of Jim was a violation of his Fourth Amendment right, which states the right of the people to be secure in their persons against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. The deputy finally worked on the information he got from the document Jim gave him. He confirmed that Jim and his partner were indeed workers of the construction company. All the deputies then left without giving any charge of a crime.
All right, sir.
Big complaint on you. And then they just go on your sheriff or your supervisor.
What's that?
I still want to see your supervisor.
Okay, well, you're free to go. Here's your paperwork. You have a nice day.
No. I want your name.
Okay, my name's Deputy Stick.
Can I get your card? You got a card?
You have a piece of paper there.
You have a card?
No, I don't.
You don't want to give me your
I
card?
don't have a card.
You have a card?
I don't, but my
Either
name.
one of y'all have cards?
My name's Deputy Salgado. We're not issued cards.
Really?
Supervisor and above are issued cards.
Could you please write your names down, please?
Let me see what I got. All right, Mr. Juvan, there's our information, names with ID numbers, and you're all set, okay?
Yep.
All right.
You know what?
Jim later filed complaints against the deputy, but they were denied several times by 2 lieutenants and a captain. In one email that Jim got from Captain Brian Spivey, the captain wrote, "The incident you were referring to has been reviewed by supervisors with the Marion County Sheriff's Office, and it has been determined that the deputy did not violate your rights." In their defense, the captain cited the loitering and prowling statute found in section 856.021 of the Florida statute. This statute states that it is unlawful for any person to loiter or prowl in a place at a time or in a manner not usual for law-abiding individuals. Among the circumstances which may be considered in determining whether such alarm or immediate concern is warranted is the fact that the person takes flight upon appearance of a law enforcement officer, refuses to identify him or herself, or manifestly endeavors to conceal him or herself or any object. Jim and his partner didn't violate this statute. First, they didn't try to escape when the deputy arrived at the scene. As I explained earlier, Jim also initially presented his ID to the deputy before the deputy switched to power trip mode. He also explained their activities on the site and gave the officer a document that proved that they are workers of the construction company. That means Jim did his best to dispel the deputy's alarm or concern. I commend Jim for standing his ground to protect his rights. Unfortunately, following this incident, Jim lost his job because the boss claimed he just didn't want the cops calling him. Jim has promised to file a lawsuit in federal court concerning color of law/civil action for deprivation of rights. He will be asking for compensatory and punitive damages. As of the time of recording this video, I don't know the status of the lawsuit. If I come across any details, I will update you. Well, that's all concerning this video. Before you go, check out this video, where this officer claims the public sidewalk is their property. Thanks for watching.